Hi, I'm sure everyone is feeling the heat of inflation in various aspects of our lives, ranging from big ticket items like house and cars to petrol, electricity costs, and our daily necessities like food. In the US, the Federal Reserve is trying to bring down inflation by increasing interest rates, commonly known as the Fed fund rates. This is the Fed fund rates in the last few months, and interest rates have spiked up 600% in a span of 3 months, from 0.25% in March to 1.75% in June this year. And whenever a major economy like the US increases interest rates, it will have a ripple effect to Singapore. In this video, I will share my analysis of how this will impact CPF's interest rates, specifically if interest for SA special account and MA Medisave account will increase beyond 4%. Please be reminded that this is just my projection and not financial advice. If you are new to my channel, I create short videos to simplify CPF's concepts and strategies. Hit the like and subscribe button if you find my content useful and receive future notifications. Firstly, let's look at how are CPF's SA and MA interest rates determined. SA and MA interest rates are determined by the 12-month average yield of 10-year Singapore Government Securities (SGS) plus 1%, subject to the current floor interest rate of 4% per annum. It's important to note that the interest rate is reviewed quarterly. Since year 2000, the calculated interest rates, i.e. 10-year SGS plus 1%, have been below the 4% floor, and therefore SA and MA interest rates have been maintained at 4% since. I will share the link for the historical CPF's interest rate in the video description box below. Let's look at where we are now in the midst of increasing interest rates environment. As for the upcoming interest rate for third quarter from July to September this year, which has been announced by CPF in May, the floor of 4% has been maintained. Let's look at how this is being determined. To determine third Q interest rates from July to September 2022, the 12-month average yield of 10-year SGS from May 2021 to April 2022 is used and calculated to be 1.72%. 1% is then added to the 12 months average yield, which yield a calculated interest rate of 2.72%. As it is below the floor of 4% interest per annum set by CPF, SA and MA interest will remain as 4% for 3rd Q 2022. With the recent increase in US Fed fund rates, the 10-year SGS bond yield has also increased in tandem. And with US Federal Reserve being relatively firm on increasing interest rates for the rest of 2022 and likely into middle of 2023 to reduce inflation to the desired inflation target, it is highly likely that 10-year SGS yield will continue to increase, which could potentially increase CPF SA and MA interest. From January to June 2022, the 10-year SGS yield has increased at easily more than 5% month on month. Based on my projection, if 10-year SGS yield stays flat, for example 0% increase, at 3% from June 2022 to June 2023, CPF's SA and MA will likely hit the minimum threshold of 4% interest rate in 3rd Q 2023. If 10-year SGS yield increases by 2% month on month, CPF SA and MA will exceed 4% in 3rd Q 2023, with the 12-month average from May 2022 to April 2023 to be around 3.26% plus additional 1% to give overall interest rate of 4.26%. If 10-year SGS yield increases by 4% month on month, CPF SA and MA will exceed 4% in 3rd Q 2023, with the 12-month average from May 2022 to April 2023 to be around 3.59% plus additional 1% to give overall interest rate of 4.59%. To wrap things up, the last time SA and MA interest rate went above 4% was in the late 1990s. If interest rate continues to rise, CPF SA and MA interest will likely exceed 4% threshold in 3rd Q of 2023. General increase in interest rates will surely impact high-ticket items like our mortgage loan. A silver lining is the CPF interest should also increase, which may help to offset the increase in our mortgage loans. Please note that this is just my personal opinion. Keep in mind that CPF SA and MA interests are reviewed quarterly. While interest rates seem to be increasing aggressively in the near term, it cannot increase forever as it may trigger a recession. Hence, it's expected that there will be a time which the Federal Reserve scale back the hikes or starts to cut interest rates. Thank you for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button if you find my content useful and receive future notifications. See you!